Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are going to take another look at a list build, and this is my take two of this. To be honest, this is going to be a CIS list build, and we're going to take the time to go over and build a CSI list that is kind of competitive. There is going to be some things that are part of the meta right now, but the reality is it's hard not to, because there's some good things in the CIS list that is kind of meta, and so we are going to be doing some meta stuff here, and not deliberately just trying to make a meta list, but here's the reality of things. We are going to have to do some of that because CSI is in a really place. The Separatist Army is in a really good place right now, and almost everything in their army can be considered good. And with the way that they share, like the order activations is very controllable. The lists are pretty powerful, and they're all fairly competitive. So the game is in a good place, and let's get right to the list building. As I said, this is take two. I filmed the whole thing, but I forgot to actually put the screen up right here with the list building thing on it. So we're going to go right back into here, and we're going to pick our commander. And today we're going to pick the very meta commander of Kalani. I believe, ever since I got him, I really think he's one of the better commanders. And we are going to take actually two commanders here, and I like to have a second commander. And so we're going to go really quickly with Kalani. We're going to throw on Vigilance, and we're going to throw on so you can give orders from a distance. We are also going to go quickly into here. And actually, we're not going to go into there. I was thinking about going into there for some reason. And why not share some of those? That's going to change it a little bit from the build the last time, because I didn't have that. And we're going to go right in here, and we're going to get Vigilance again. And this time we are going to go in here, and we are going to get some dodge handing out ability, just to be able to give them a little more dodge. Now we're going to go in here, and we're going to get Cad Bane, and with Cad Bane we are going to go with duck and cover. We're not going to get his weapons or grenade. We are going to head over here, pick up a targeting scope, and I thought about putting on some comm jammers, but I always forget to use them, so we're not going to do that. Then with our core, we are going to go with that and that. We're going to quickly throw on this weapon, and we're going to go with a extra guy there. And then we're going to go in here. We're going to go with that. And we are going to go there. And we're going to make that 2 units. We're going to keep that 1. We're going to go back to our core, and we are going to get some more B1s. And the reason I do that is just so that when I make the units, I can do them in succession like this, because I'm doing 2 of these. So there we go. Oh, not 3. We're going 2 of those. Okay, and so that's our core. We have 8 activations now already. And then we're going to go, here's where it gets into kind of what everybody's doing right now, the meta. And so we're actually just going to plop on the meta gun, which, as I said earlier, they probably need to make the spider droids up 5 points, and definitely need to make the nose mounted ion blaster up. And so that's a definite. And so we're at 797 and 10 activations. So we're right there where we want to be. There was some little bit of changing I did on some of these last time. I went into the battle droids here, and I took a look at here the battle droids and got rid of this, and then went in and seeing if I could go up. And I thought about putting this on, but it didn't really make sense. And so could go there, and I really wanted one of these battle droid units to be able to go with that. You can see we're at 809 now. Now, where can we lose some points that's not going to hurt us too much? We do need that stuff there, and HQ uplink is going to be good, but 9 points is going to be hard to lose. I could lose the portable scanners. I could lose one of the link targeting arrays. I really think it's important to have a little bit more help for orders, but Kalani strategize direct unit. During the phase, you may issue an order to a friendly unit with AI at range 1 to 2 or range 1 to 4 now. Maybe we'll be good without that. So if we remove that, then the question is, do we need the security droid? Because the security droid helps with that. It's so craziness. Let's go there and save the points. Then we can be a little more sure that we get the bid and be a little bit feeling better about it. So we went with key positions, went with sabotage, moisture evaporators, we went with payload, intercepts transmission, disarray, advanced positioning, rollout, long march, fortified positions, supply drop, and war weary and clear conditions. Now the reason I went with key positions, I think I can hold the positions using my spider droids to kind of pull them down and keep it under control. So that's why I went with key positions. And then sabotage, moisture evaporators. I do have enough core that I can kind of fix some little things. If I place them right, I should be able to control the moisture evaporators the way I want them to be controlled. And then payload. This is the one that I was a little more risky on, but I thought I could move things up enough with the amount of guys I have. I'm not sure if it's the best one for me, but the intercept transmissions at the start of a setup plays, objective tokens are one on the center of the battlefield, then place one objective token halfway between the center token and the short edge and the battlefield, and then place one objective token halfway between the center token and the right short edge of the battlefield. Victory at the end of rounds 2 for each player gains one victory token for each objective token they control. At the end of the game, each player gains 2 victory tokens for each objective token they control. A player controls an objective token if they have more trooper leaders at range 1 of that token than the other player. I really think that's probably one of my better options. And so I think I can score pretty good at that. Disarray, I like that because I have the extra commander. I could split somebody who doesn't and maybe have a little advantage with my order control with that. Advanced positions, obviously, it's good just to have a scout rollout with all my troops. And roll out, obviously, my 2 vehicles. I can place them a bit better place, maybe. And the long march with the range stuff that I have, I don't mind going there. Fortified positions, not my favorite here. I don't want to give extra cover, but I can also use it to my advantage too. Supply drops, it's just one of those dice rolls. You can have any luck or any bad luck in this thing, but it's nice to be able to get some things. Healing things like the welder and stuff will be great for me. War weary, when checking if a unit is panicked at range, the range which unit can use another courage value instead of their own, it reduces a minimum 2. That's not one I want, to be honest. Let's get rid of that one. Clear conditions, that's okay for me. And so conditions. I think I wanted hostile, and I thought war weary. Hostile's better one for me. Because the trooper unit whose unit leader is not in base contact with a piece of terrain cannot remove suppression. I don't find suppression as a big deal with CIS, so that is kind of the one I wanted for there. Now let's look at command cards. I already threw in Mechanize, and I threw in Orbital Strike, and I threw in Standing Orders is already in. So let's take a look. Oops, okay, Cad Bane. If this card is not divulged, place 1 Bane token within range 1 of Cad Bane and beyond range 1 of all enemy units. Divulged. place 3 Bane tokens on the battlefield beyond range 1 of any deployment zone. Do not deploy Cad Bane. This card must be selected during round 1. And that's what we have. And, you know, Cad Bane gets an order, and you know how it happens. And so that's really the way it works. And so that's a fun one, and it's a 3-pip, so why not? So that's that one. And then the other 3-pip, let's take a look at that one. If this card is not divulged at the start of the activation phase, choose 2 friendly units with a face-up order token. Each unit is each chosen unit recovers, which can be handy to recover. I don't really have much that needs recovered though, so yeah, that's kind of one of those things you're like, oh well, I don't really need to recover. I don't think I have anything that needs to recover, so just getting rid of tokens, I guess. So, was there anything better for three? Let's just get rid of that for a second. 3 troopers, 3 troopers. Now, I might as well use that one. Okay, and then for 2, we have when a tactical droid issues an order, the people have disengage and 1 dodge token, which is kind of handy. This one is Cad Bane in 1 unit. And he says, I'm in control. So, or I'm making the rules. I'm in control. There we are. I'm in control. At the start and end of Cad Bane's activation, he may transfer any number of his suppression tokens to any number of trooper units at range 1 to 2. Each enemy trooper unit that gains at least 1 suppression token in this way also gains 1 immobilized token, which is kind of handy, you know. Also get rid of suppression, and so that's a good one for that. And back to these order token command cards. These are the hard, you know. They too will suffer. Let's take a look at that one. I will get rid of one of the ones after if I don't like this. Tactical droid. At the end of the phase, your opponent must choose one of their blank blank blanks or units with an order token if able and return it to their order pool. The first time your opponent would draw, that's pretty good order application. So let me just get rid of that one for a second to check out Cad Bane's, because I don't know what Cad Bane's is. I'm your worst enemy. Cad Bane gains Uncanny Luck 2, which is good. Reroll. Cad Bane activation can perform up to 2 attack actions. That's a pretty good card. So, yeah, I think we're going to go that way. And we will keep it that way. And so we took Orbital Strike. I make the rules now. Don't underestimate our means. I'm in control. They too will suffer, and I'm your worst nightmare. I'm your worst nightmare. Well, thank you guys. This list could be somebody's worst nightmare in my gaming group, as we are going to be playing it. One of the things we do like to do is play the gaming list and put it on and allowing somebody. So somebody in my group will play this list in one of our upcoming battles, and maybe it'll be me. And so we have an opportunity to see this list in action. And I think this is a fairly competitive list. 10 activations. I could probably squeeze another activation or 2 out of it. But at the same time, I like to have my units actually be able to hit as well, not just be activations. You know, there's something about that sometimes. And so we are going to have a nice time playing this list. If you have any thoughts or any list that you want me to build, or even list that you want me to play with in my thing, please let us know. And I'm going to mention this wonderful thing on this, because we are still giving away this thing as a 3D printed model, not the painted one, because we thought you would be better to paint for you to paint it the way you want to paint it, because your board might not match my painting style. But we're giving one of those away, and we're also giving away one of our beautifully made dice bags. A Legion Outpost, not dice bags. Well, I guess you could be using them for dice, but they're order token bags. And so, you know, we just like to have some fun here. And thank you for, if you made it this far, thank you for being a part of this list building experience, and also if you take the time to like, that's greatly appreciated. It's nice to be able to get other people to see these videos and help me to continue to be motivated to keep making videos about Legion. And so I just love this community and I love this game, so hope you see you again next time.